Well, first of all, hello, my name is Teresa Ryan and I work in the ESF Managing Authority. And firstly, I would like to start by saying that the ESF Managing Authority very much welcomes this evaluation as it demonstrates the role played by SICAP in assisting those who are furthest away from the labour market by showing, amongst other things, the positive counterfactual impact of the programme on employment and the fact that those impacts persist at least into the short to medium term. The evaluation will make a very valuable contribution to the ESF evaluation knowledge base, both at national and EU level, as it shows what it takes to assist people with multiple disadvantages to move closer to employment and the challenges involved. Addressing long-term unemployment and moving people closer to employment are key challenges of the European Commission's Jobs and Growth Strategy. The Commission recognises that long-term unemployment has severe negative consequences for the people concerned, as well as implications for society as a whole. And that is why one of the key investment priorities under the ESF support is for promoting social inclusion, equal opportunities, and improving employability. And it is under that investment priority that SICAP receives ESF support under the National ESF Programme for Employability, Inclusion and Learning, or PEL. What I thought would be an interesting contribution from an ESF perspective for today was to look at how the results of the SICAP evaluation compared to findings of evaluations at EU level of ESF co-funded social inclusion measures. The European Commission has commissioned an evaluation of the ESF support to promoting social inclusion. The evaluation is ongoing at the moment, and it is pulling together the results of national evaluations. It's looking at the ESF result indicators that the SICAP evaluation also looked at. It conducted stakeholder interviews and there was a public consultation. And while the evaluation is ongoing, an interim report has been produced which includes initial findings and emerging themes from the evaluation. And as Adele highlighted in her presentation earlier, the overarching conclusions of the ESF evaluation provide insights into the processes and factors underlying the positive counterfactual assessment of SICAP pre-employment supports. And what I found interesting was that there is a commonality between the insights and the factors that are emerging from the Commission's evaluation and from the SICAP evaluation. So I've selected a few of these to highlight. The first of the themes is that partnership and cooperation between local services and stakeholders is crucial. The SICAP evaluation, the case studies in the SICAP evaluation indicate that there's a good degree of partnership and cooperation between SICAP staff and local services, in particular with DASP and the local ETBs. Some PIs are linked into local childcare services. Other PIs are also engaged with local employers or planning process that have implications for the location of new jobs. And the EU evaluation is also finding that a high level of cooperation between local projects and local services is critical to supporting the effectiveness of ESF social inclusion operations in several countries. One of the examples the report looks at is an evaluation of a programme in Belgium where improved links between social inclusion projects and the local public employment service made it possible to identify and react more effectively to the difficulties faced by people moving from relatively protected employment in, say, the community employment sector to the more competitive regular labour market. Secondly, then, it's clear from the evaluation that at the core of SICAP's pre-employment provision is the desire to be client-led and to offer the necessary supports for the multiple challenges that many clients face. One-to-one supports were seen by staff and other stakeholders as crucial in engaging with those furthest from the labour market. And the one-to-one sessions, coaching and bespoke supports provided were highly valued by participants. And the report also noted the need for wraparound supports throughout the process to ensure higher levels of engagement and completion. And the EU Commission's evaluation is attributing similar importance to this. For example, it cites an evaluation of a Community for Work programme in Wales, which found that one of the key success factors of the Communities for Work programme has been the time available for the programme specialist mentors, employment advisors and social workers to work with participants in community settings and on a one-to-one basis. And that the time available and the flexibility of support provided by the programme was seen as a distinct advantage over mainstream employability provision. Another common theme between the emerging from the two evaluations is the importance of framing local supports within the local context. PIs in the SICAP evaluation highlight that the nature of the provision is both client-led and strongly informed by the types of employment available locally. For example, in deciding which courses to offer or supports, PIs take account of the needs of participants, existing education and training provision, and the skills required by local employers. And indeed, the importance of the local context in informing how best to engage and outreach to the hardest to reach groups has been mentioned already today. At the EU level, the involvement of local or regional organisations in the delivery of social inclusion supports is also being found to be very effective in identifying and engaging with target groups. For example, according to an evaluation of a German ESF operational programme, the application of regional-based and local-based approaches to design and delivery of ESF measures has helped to identify and effectively address participants' real needs on the ground. And the final theme that I'll mention is that the development of soft skills is an important goal in itself. A 2019 study commissioned by the European Commission highlighted the importance of monitoring soft skills for identifying and recognising the full added value of social inclusion interventions. The study also found, however, that soft skills tend not to be monitored systematically or to the same extent as hard outcomes. And the SICAP evaluation makes it clear that the measurement of hard outcomes alone is not sufficient to gain a complete picture of the participants' increased employability or the richness of SICAP's work and value. Through the in-depth case study interviews with staff, participants and other stakeholders, the evaluation therefore gained insights into the impact of SICAP support on the development of participants' soft skills and plans for the future. The evaluation also referred to the SICAP My Journey distance travel tool, and while it wasn't available for inclusion in the evaluation, it has been developed to measure soft skills relevant to employment, education and personal development. And the European Commission has expressed a strong interest in learning more about the My Journey tool, its development and implementation, and to establish what lessons could be learned from it for other member states. And the Commission will also be extremely interested in the counterfactual assessment conducted as part of this evaluation. The Commission strongly promotes the use of counterfactual methods in evaluations, but their use to date has been limited, especially in relation to social inclusion activities. And indeed, this evaluation may be unique across member states in providing a counterfactual analysis of pre-employment supports. So therefore, the inclusion of such methods in this evaluation will make a very valuable contribution to the ESF evaluation knowledge base, not only nationally, but at EU level. So to conclude, I'd just like to thank you for the opportunity to be part of today's important launch, and I wish all those involved with SITECAP continued success. Thank you.